In June 2004, a quiet father of two drove to work at the Glenbrook Steel Mill, south of Auckland, just like he had every other morning for nearly 20 years. He parked his car, clocked in, and disappeared. His name was Jim Donnelly, and his case remains one of New Zealand's most baffling mysteries. Jim was a 43-year-old process engineer, respected at work and devoted to his family. But in the days before he vanished, something changed. He seemed distracted, unsettled. That weekend, he told his wife he had a meeting and warned that he might be feeling fragile. She didn't know what he meant. On the morning of June 21st, he arrived at the steel mill around 7 a.m. His car was found in the staff lot, his morning coffee and muffins still inside. He signed in, but he never signed out. Hours later, co-workers noticed he hadn't returned from his rounds. By evening, police were called. A massive search began across the sprawling industrial site. Acres of machinery, vats, and piping. Then, days later, a discovery. Near one of the mill's acid vats lay a cluster of Jim's belongings. His hard hat, safety glasses, ID card, Palm Pilot, and some cash. All carefully placed together. There was no sign of a struggle, no footprints, no blood, just a single key on the ground, the rest of his keyring missing. Investigators explored every possibility. Maybe he'd suffered an accident, slipping into one of the enormous vats of corrosive acid. But there was no evidence, no remains, and no damaged equipment. Maybe suicide. But his family insists there were no warning signs, no note, no reason to leave. Or maybe something darker. Had someone at the mill wanted him gone? Or was he planning to meet someone that day? Nearly 20 years later, the case is still open. Detectives describe it as one of the most perplexing disappearances in the country. A man vanishing inside a secured workplace, with his belongings neatly left behind. For Jim's wife Tracy and their two children, the not knowing is the hardest part. Every year she visits the site, still hoping for answers. The Glenbrook Steel Mill continues to operate. Workers come and go, machinery hums. But one question hangs in the air. What really happened to Jim Donnelly that cold June morning?